Okay, welcome back to The Witness. So last episode we kind of had the revelation moment where we realized about the environmental puzzles and we went back to the very beginning so we could look at things in a new light. This time is where we're really going to continue with progression. So we're in this desert area. We're going to learn a new rule set here, and the theme of this area is reflection. So let's go ahead and move forward here. And the first thing we'll do is deal with some environmental puzzles in this area. There's a few littered around here. And I believe an audio log. Oh, there we go. There's one, I think. Ooh, up and around, up and around. Well. And I don't think there's one up here that we can get now. There's a bunch you can get from a boat, which we will eventually have access to, and I'll probably skip those just because they take a really long time to get, and it's not really something I want to do. Down here, we're going to find a door that we can't open right now because we have not learned any of those rules except for the black dots. So, but if we continue on this way, we'll find another one of our loose panels here. So, following the rule before, we pass one side. And that's all we need to do to solve it. So let's head back up to the desert. And I believe using the sun's reflection, because again this whole theme is reflection, we can find, if we get it just right. No, not quite. Do we need to back up or get closer? Maybe? There we go. If we head up here and look down, here's another audio log.
I maintain that the cosmic religious feeling is the strongest and noblest motive for scientific research. Only those who realize the immense efforts and, above all, the devotion without which pioneer work in theoretical science cannot be achieved are able to grasp the strength of the emotion out of which alone such work, remote as it is from the immediate realities of life, can issue. What a deep conviction of the rationality of the universe, and what a yearning to understand, were it but a feeble reflection of the mind revealed in this world, Kepler and Newton must have had to enable them to spend years of solitary labor in disentangling the principles of celestial mechanics. Those whose acquaintance with scientific research is derived chiefly from its practical results easily develop a completely false notion of the mentality of the men who, surrounded by a skeptical world, have shown the way to kindred spirits scattered wide through the world and through the centuries. Only one who has devoted his life to similar ends can have a vivid realization of what has inspired these men and given them the strength to remain true to their purpose in spite of countless failures. It is cosmic religious feeling that gives a man such strength. A contemporary has said, not unjustly, that in this materialistic age of ours, the serious scientific workers are the only profoundly religious people. Albert Einstein, 1930.
Cool. Okay, so I think we're ready to more or less start this. So we're going to find a panel like this. So I remember it took me a long time to figure this out. But again, the theme is reflection. So if you stand in the light in a certain way, you'll see these scratches that show you how it's supposed to be done. So there's one. And here we see that it starts in the middle and goes up and to the right. And then we see some slight scratches continuing around. And then the scratch ends up there. So it looks like this is it. There we go. And this one has a switch on the back, because we're only going to be able to see part of... So we see the end point and we see the starting point, but we can't see the other side. So we know that we start and go right up, and then we come out from the bottom on the right. So let's go ahead and... Maybe not. Okay. So it looks like... Oops. Nope. Oh my god. Very sensitive. It looks like this. Okay. Now we have the top activated. And we can solve them from any distance as long as we can select it. So we have to do these other three. So we need to find where the reflection is. And this other one is straight across. Oop. Whoa! Oh my god, super sensitive. Oh my goodness. There we go. Now, I think we have to get up to be able to see this, if I remember correctly. I think. It's still turning. Okay. There we go. There we go. So if we follow that lighted cable, it'll take us back behind here. That brings us inside. So now we have to deal with some light puzzles. So this controls the lighting system. And we're going to be looking at different angles, trying to match them up. So I don't think we're seeing a starting point here. Let's see if switching the light. No, not that one. There we go. Okay. We got that one. Now this one is... Now this one is showing a start here, and then it looks like we go this way. But we're going to have to change the light to see the other side. Now this one's even trickier, because we're going to have to do 3 different angles, I think. If I remember correctly. Okay, there we go. So this is our exit. God damn it. So it looks like it comes up, and then over here it comes down this direction. Okay. So it goes up probably to here or here, and then comes over here and up here. Okay. That just turns all the lights on. You saw that one. So no. Well, we saw it. That's so strange. So it comes up and then like this. Okay, well, let's play around with the lights some more. Apparently I missed something. Jesus. Okay, got it. Alright, let's keep continuing. Okay. Now, there is a environmental puzzle in here. I believe we can see one. Do we need to back up even further? But I can't see it with the fucking bar in the way. There's one right there. I don't understand why. Can I crouch? Is that an ability in this game? No. So what am I missing? Apparently that. Oh, is it like that? Is that what I was missing? Okay. Now, this one, we can use this pool of water. And you can see in the reflection. Same thing here. Wrong way. We have to go over here. Okay. And this one, where is... reflection here? Oh, it's right here. So we can only see half. So it starts right here, and then goes up and to the middle. So it's going to go like this, and then like that. And then when we come down, there we go. And then we got one more. But where is the reflection? Is it here? Okay. So this one starts at the top and then works our way around the edge to the bottom. There we go. We're good to move on. Ooh, this room is tough. This one's definitely going to use an edit. Okay. So we have one big reflective pool here. And we have a switch that raises and lowers the water level in the pool. Now we're going to have to do that to see the solution in the reflection. Okay. Now this other one, we have to bring the water level back up. To see that solution. Oh. Okay. And then, yay. Where is the light on this one? This one always throws me for a loop. Might have to run around for a bit to see it and then edit it. Oh. Is that it? No. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. We also saw this one, which I think was like this. Or maybe it's reversed. So like this. Oh! Okay. There's also this one over here, which we might be able to solve just looking at this with a little bit of trial and error, possibly. Okay, there's that one. That's just a bonus puzzle. That didn't do anything. And then we have the final puzzle, which is also difficult. Right here. So we have to look at this in several ways. Can we see part of it? From down here. Maybe not. Let's just go ahead and raise the water level here. Exactly sure how we're supposed to see this. There it is right down here. Can we get anything from here? That looked like a big fat nothing. About from this angle. Jesus Christ, man. When did this game get so hard? I don't recall it being this fucking hard here. Okay, there's part of it. So it looks like we will be finishing the puzzle. Like that. Making a W in the top left corner. Okay. Let's see if we can lower the water level and find a new spot to look at. Looks like, and we come down. I'm trying to trace it as it's going down. And then over. Up. Like this. Woo! We got it. That's the tough room. The next area won't be so hard. Okay. So now we have this. And how do we want to look at this? Is there something behind it? There's not. If it is, the panel's off. So we can see something here. So we know it doesn't go across the top. And it ends in the bottom right. Right here. That was just a lucky guess. But it worked. And one of the latches opened. Okay. So this one, if we go across it, looks like that. And then we start off on the right, go 2 over. Okay. And this one, it looks like we're going like this. This is cool. So we have the scratches that we can see right here, which tells us to go here. When we hit here, we have to look at the water. And the water will guide us the rest of the way. And then the latch is open. But we also have a bonus puzzle here, which we can't solve from this side because of these things in the way. So it looks like we're going to go over here and then go up, over, and then stair step our way down to the corner, then up and out. But we can go from behind and do it. That's just a bonus puzzle, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe it activates this. Okay. And here we go. But if we leave before it goes up, we can find a hidden puzzle. But we miss our ride. So we have to go back up manually, which is fine. Whoa, super fast. Praise the sun. Okay. And we have just activated our second laser. So let's go ahead and watch that. Oh, but look at that. It didn't go. It didn't go to the mountain. We'll have to see what that shit's about. But first, before we do that, let's do a few more puzzles here. So if we get the reflection just right, get one there, and if we get the reflection just right again on the right side, so right and then what? Okay, we want it on that gold piece on the left and the circle. Head upstairs, there's a couple more we can get. Surprised I remember all these. All the way up. Okay. So there's one there. And I believe if we shift over, we can find another one. But I don't have... Where would be the end point? Okay. I don't know if there's a third one, I just know that there's at least 2. So we are done with this area. So let's go ahead and see what's up with this laser. And maybe along the way we'll grab a couple more audio files, because those are the most fun part, I think. So this town is a kind of a mixture of all of the rules we're going to learn. This is kind of cool. So there's a statue here of this guy. It looks like he's crying out aloud like an asteroid is coming at him or something. But if you look at the shadow on the ground with the rocks, he's juggling. That's cool. I think it's cool. And I think there's another one up here somewhere. I don't know. We'll find a bunch of them. So yeah. I think there's a couple audio files in here, maybe. Let's go upstairs. There's one right here.
Oh, my God. How does it happen in this poor old world? That thou art so great, and yet nobody finds thee. That thou callest so loudly, and nobody hears thee. That thou art so near, and nobody feels thee. That thou givest thyself to everybody, and nobody knows thy name. Men flee from thee, and say they cannot find thee. They turn their backs and say they cannot see thee. They stop their ears and say they cannot hear thee. Hans Dank, circa 1520.
Okay. Nothing up here. There are some environmental puzzles. There's one there. There's another one over there, but it's blocked by this tree and that rock. So we'll have to find another angle. I thought there were audio files in here, but I could be wrong. Here we find some more rules that we haven't learned yet. Here we find some more rules we haven't learned yet. I believe there are some more environmental puzzles here we can grab. Here's one here. And if we shift position, there's another one here. Oops. We can move a little bit. There we go. There's a lot here. Let's see. There's another one there. Is this another one? Maybe if I shift. Yeah, man. And keep looking around a little more. I felt there might be some in here that there's like two in like a window. Ah, right here.
It is a great adventure to contemplate the universe beyond man, to contemplate what it would be like without man, as it was in a great part of its long history and as it is in a great majority of places. When this objective view is finally attained, and the mystery and majesty of matter are fully appreciated, to then turn the objective eye back on man, viewed as matter, to view life as part of this universal mystery of the greatest depth, is to sense an experience which is very rare and very exciting. It usually ends in laughter and a delight in the futility of trying to understand what this atom in the universe is. This thing, atoms with curiosity, that looks at itself and wonders why it wonders. Well, these scientific views end in awe and mystery, lost at the edge in uncertainty, but they appear to be so deep and so impressive that the theory that it is all arranged as a stage for God to watch man struggle for good and evil seems inadequate. Some will tell me that I have just described a religious experience. Very well, you may call it what you will. Then, in that language, I would say that the young man's religious experience is of such a kind that he finds the religion of his church inadequate to describe, to encompass that kind of experience. The God of the church isn't big enough. Richard Feynman, 1963.
Okay, and here's the other one.
Imagine if all the tumult of the body were to quiet down, along with all our busy thoughts about earth, sea, and air. If the very world should stop, and the mind cease thinking about itself, go beyond itself, and be quite still. If all the fantasies that appear in dreams and imagination should cease, and there be no speech, no sign. Imagine if all things that are perishable grew still. For if we listen, they are saying, we did not make ourselves. He made us who abides forever. Imagine then that they should say this and fall silent, listening to the very voice of him who made them, and not to that of his creation, so that we should hear not his word through the tongues of men, nor the voice of angels, nor the clouds' thunder, nor any symbol, but his very self, which in these things we love. And go beyond ourselves to attain a flash of that eternal wisdom which abides above all things. And imagine if that moment were to go on and on, leaving behind all other sights and sounds but this one vision, which ravishes and absorbs and fixes the beholder in joy, so that the rest of eternal life were like that moment of illumination which leaves us breathless. Would this not be what is bidden in Scripture? Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Augustine of Hippo, circa 400.
Okay, glad I found those. Now, if we explore a little bit further, we can see the laser is shooting over here off into the distance. And if you'll indulge me, I believe there is one more audio log right here.
The concept of a clock enfolds all succession in time. In the concept, the 6th hour is not earlier than the 7th or 8th, although the clock never strikes the hour, save when the concept biddeth. Nicholas of Cusa, 1450.
Okay. So we have this laser shooting off out into the ocean, right by this panel here. We can turn this panel and it will hit the laser if we turn it enough. See that? See how that cloud turned black? That's useful for us. That is involved in an environmental puzzle, so let's go ahead and solve it. Out here in this field, way out here. By the way, this pond keeps track of the audio files that you found and various other things. I forget which is reflected, but the petals that have, the flowers that have opened indicate things. It's kind of like an organic way of tracking things. I forget which is which, but yeah. There's also yellow flowers, which reflect something. If we head out here into this field, we can get some clouds to line up for us. Just like that. Isn't this fucking game amazing? Holy shit. No, not quite. Woo! And until we hit that laser on the cloud, it's black and you can't do it. And while we're out here, just because these things are everywhere, if we come over here, if we look at these flowers a certain way, there's another one. Oh, looks like it's starting to form. We have to get up on this rock. There we go. And same thing with these purple ones. But I forget where we have to stand. Looks like we're getting somewhere. Can I get up here? Maybe I have to do it from inside. Yeah, I might have to do it from inside here. This is another puzzle area. But I wonder if I can just get upstairs now. No, it's all locked. Okay. We might have to come back to that one. So let me just try a different angle real quick. Yeah, I think that's the case. Oh, 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 oh! There we go. Cool. Alright, now we can go ahead and activate, or like really move that ladder to where we want. Not the ladder, the laser. Which was... so sensitive. I just want this one. There we go. Let's see if that takes it where we want it. There we go. 2 lasers down. 5 more to go. And before we finish out this episode, why don't we go ahead and take... There's 1 or 2 more audio files over here in this little optional area, which doesn't do anything for us laser-wise, but there's a couple things to see. Is there one over here? No. This one right here.
O Lord God, helper of those who seek you, I see you in the garden of paradise, and I do not know what I see, because I see nothing visible. I know this alone, that I know that I do not know what I see, and that I can never know. I do not know how to name you, because I do not know what you are. Should anyone tell me that you are named by this or that name, by the fact that one gives a name, I know that it is not your name. For the wall beyond which I see you is the limit of every mode of signification by names. Should anyone express any concept by which you could be conceived, I know that this concept is not a concept of you, for every concept finds its boundary at the wall of paradise. Should anyone express any likeness and say that you ought to be conceived according to it, I know in the same way that this is not a likeness of you. So too, if anyone, wishing to furnish the means by which you might be understood, should set forth an understanding of you, one is still far removed from you. For the highest wall separates you from all these, and secludes you from everything that can be said or thought, because you are absolute from all the things that can fall within any concept. Nicholas of Cusa, 1453.
A lot of Nicholas of Cusa. This guy's reaching up for some sort of mug. I thought there was a second audio file in here, but I guess I was wrong. I mean, at some point in this playthrough, I'll be sure to find the locations of all the ones I may have missed, because I don't want you guys to miss out on them, because I think they're some of the best ones. So with that being said, now that we've got 2 lasers activated, I think this one has gone on long enough, so we'll go ahead and call an end to that. Thank you very much for watching, and we're going to be plowing through and continuing on getting lasers from this point forward. So I hope you join me next time. Thank you very much. Thank you for all your advice and critique. I kind of need it because I am new to this. So thank you, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.